how do you know that they're friendly sharks?
Because they're different types of sharks, okay?
I think this guy is supposed to die.
Loser gets tased.
Ways to survive a bear attack.
Now, have you ever heard of the Stanford tree?
Philadelphia has the top 2 mascots.
I don't love Mr. Met's design.
Life's party, life's always a party. Let's go, Paulie.
How we doing? Life's a party. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. What's going on?
I laughed there because I can't take you serious. The reason why I can't take you serious is what's on your feet.
We're looking good today. You know, we're
not looking good.
See, you
today.
don't know the vibes.
I'm looking good.
They're hidden, but they shouldn't be hidden because they're just a great a new product we got here on the show. A little frame of reference. So a couple weeks back, we talked about Crocs.
Yeah, I hate them. They're disgusting to humankind.
Ryan was bashing Crocs. I don't like the way they look. Like I was never a fan of them. I never owned a pair.
No.
You don't own a pair. But I've had a lot of buddies who've been buying pairs of Crocs, and they buy like white. They're like, oh, they're clean, they're nice, and everyone talks about how comfy they are. Like nurses wear them.
Yeah.
People who work on their feet all day long talk about how amazing Crocs are.
Are Crocs the new
soft.
New Balance?
Maybe more modern day New Balance, a little more pretty looking than the classic dad like New Balances.
I saw a guy, Jason Kelsey on the Eagles. I saw how he was making fun of players when they come to a game and they always have like their big expensive fit.
Yes.
And then his game day fit is like this undersized t-shirt that doesn't fit him right. And he's got New Balances on and just like joggers.
Yeah.
Like, that's his game day fit. He's just going for comfortability, not going for style.
Well, the Kelsey brothers have started their own podcast, and I've listened to some clips they post online. It's pretty funny. I like Jason Kelsey, so it's always cool.
Oh, they're both funny.
They're both good, and it's like a cool concept for a podcast. But we had a listener of the show, and they were like, "Hey, I love Crocs. I don't need people to keep bashing these things." So the other day, posted on my Instagram story, or we posted on Life's Party's Instagram story, and I got a random package in the mail. And it was like, no, it was just my address. A lot of people don't have my address, like, to my apartment. So, I'm like, okay. And then they get delivered to my apartment, and I'm like, what are these? And they feel like Crocs. Right? They feel like Crocs. But I did not order Crocs.
What does that mean, they feel like Crocs?
When you open the package, because it wasn't a box.
Like, oh, these are Crocs.
No, it wasn't a box. It was, an envelope. And you could feel, like, when you felt them, Crocs have a very distinct feel. So I was like, these are Crocs. And I'm like, I did not order Crocs. So I opened the package, pair of Crocs, bright blue Crocs. And I'm like, where are these from? I was like, who? No note, no nothing. So I call my dad. I'm like, did you order me Crocs? He's like, no. Call my mom. Did you order me Crocs? She's like, no. So then I was at a family party over the weekend. I know some of my family listens to the show. I go to my Uncle Billy, and I'm like, you just gotta think, because you'd be like, who's weird enough to just ship these?
Yeah, that's not a normal thing to do, is to ship Crocs.
It's not
as a surprise.
So then
and if you ever ship Crocs in my house,
let us know.
You're gonna get a Croc up your ass. That's what you're gonna
not where I thought that was going.
Where you think it was going?
I don't know.
Okay,
but I asked my Uncle Billy. He was like, no. And then I see my cousin Ian, who is an avid listener of the show. I said, did you order me Crocs? And he goes, you got the Crocs. And I was like, what? And I was cracking up, and I was like, oh, we talked about it a few weeks on the show. So these are Crocs. I took them off for you. Show you guys what's up. They're bright blue. I like blue. Was one of my favorite colors. He got these things. I forget what they're called. Giblets?
Gibbets.
I don't know. Gibbets?
Gibbets. They're called gibbets.
But he got me 2. Beer, classic for the show. And then Avengers A. I do love my Avengers.
They're good gibbets. They're good gibbets. They're custom to you. Ian, I just want to shout you out for not sending me a pair of Crocs. So I just want to thank you for that, because I definitely would not be wearing them.
But I wore them. I put them on my feet literally like an hour ago.
Yeah, you just put them on, and he was like, it was finding out if like a baby giraffe could run. And Paul was like, they feel like they're going to fall off my feet any second.
Yeah, they do.
And producer Drew was like, the reason why they feel like they're going to fall off is because you don't have them in sport mode. Got to put those bitches in sport mode, Paul. Put them in sport mode, he goes, damn, these things feel pretty comfy.
Yeah, they were a little loose. They were my size, which was amazing. I was like, you're right. And then, yeah, they were a little loose. And I'm like, I don't know. And he goes, put them in sport mode. They feel great. So right now, I've been having, my feet haven't been feeling the best, working on my feet all day. So I said, hey, I might wear these a little bit. They do feel good.
Will you be okay wearing them out in public?
I don't know about that. That's the problem.
Yeah,
if I'm at home,
catch me in Crocs.
If I'm at home or I'm just chilling with my friends or going out, especially in the summer, I can feel these. These will be the vibe. Instead of sandals, I'm just in my Crocs.
Are you gonna invest in the Gibbet collection?
No, I don't think I'm gonna be a Gibbet guy.
So you're just keeping the beer and the
yeah,
vendors
they're a gift. I gotta keep them on.
No, I'm saying you're not gonna add to the Gibbet collection.
I don't think I'll add to the collection. No, but I will keep them on because it was.
You gotta
gift.
get a donut. Me and a donut.
Me and a donut. But there was. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate the gift. If you listen to the show, anyone who listens to the show, we appreciate you guys. If you guys ever want to send us something, we don't have a PO box. I never really thought about people sending us stuff.
Yeah, usually when we partner up with companies, we either like alternate our home addresses.
Which is probably not the best idea. And that's why companies and people like us would have a PO box.
If we give an address, I feel like at some point it might turn into like Dave Portnoy mid-COVID where he's doing the unboxing. People getting hundreds of boxes.
The best thing was when people would send him fish.
That was peak like COVID content. Like the unboxing was this. I knew every day I was going to get an hour of Dave Portnoy opening fucking gifts. And the gifts were awesome. So it kept me going through COVID with the content. So that was a really cool segment. Without further ado, talking about segments, a segment that is a fan favorite to our listeners is the draft.
The draft.
And we're doing it again.
We've been doing it. People like it.
They love it. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to do a mascot draft.
It's very on brand.
We know we have a lot of sports fans out there. Paul has dabbled in the mascot game.
Very true.
But we're going to do top 5 mascot draft, Paul.
So the rules for this, all sports.
There's rules.
Well, I'm just making sure. All sports. And colleges included, correct?
Colleges included, yes.
Okay, there you go. And that's all it is. And are we doing, this is just whoever's got the better list. I think there's some varieties of maybe you get one from every sport, right? Or maybe you get different types of mascots where some are cute and cuddly, some are a little bit more wild. I think there's some strategy here that we can play.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I'm a big mascot fan. So when Ryan pitched this to me, I said, let's do it.
All right, so we have to figure out teams again. We always come on the show and we never know how to figure it out. I think you should take the Avengers Gibbet off and then flip that heads or tails.
I don't know. I got it. That was actually a lot easier.
That was the quickest snatch off of all time.
Way easier than I thought.
All right, so heads is the top of the Avengers and tails is the bottom. I'm going heads.
Heads is the top.
These guys fumbling.
Heads is
heads is the top, tails is the bottom.
Okay, you're going heads.
Is it heads?
No, it's tails.
Okay, then you're up. First pick.
All right, there you go. Okay, first one.
I really wanted first pick for the mascot.
Strong.
I think the first pick is just, you need first pick in this.
Okay, so growing up, strong connection to this mascot. One of the best mascots in all of sports. Absolutely the best mascot in baseball. We're going with the hometown Philly Phanatic. It's about time.
He is the best mascot. You said maybe the best mascot. No, he is the best mascot in all of sports.
Yeah, he honestly, has created this type of mascot culture. If you don't really know anything about the Phanatic, it's like he's just a giant green monster. Super friendly, super fun. And he's been through a lot of, stuff. I don't really know how to explain it.
There's got to be a Philly Phanatic documentary at some point. Just the trials and tribulations of the Philly Phanatic.
Yeah.
And even watching this playoff baseball run with the Phillies and the pictures that come. One of my favorite pictures
my gosh.
recently is with the Philly Phanatic on top of the dugout. And JT Realmuto hits a home run. And he's just like this behind him standing on the dugout. And it's so awesome. And no one really gets mad because the Philly Phanatic is such a big persona and also a big costume.
Correct. Yeah.
So when he's sitting in the second row behind the dugout, 2, 3, 4 rows behind the Philly Phanatic, you're not going to be able to see the game.
No.
But what I noticed specifically that game is the Philly Phanatic was sitting second row right in front of the dugout. And then the camera kept going to him. But the guys behind the Philly Phanatic could not see the game. Yet they were laughing, had their phones out, enjoying the moment. So even though they couldn't see the game, they were still enjoying the Philly Phanatic moment. And no other mascot really has that impact on sports.
I mean, I've been around a bunch of mascots for sure. And the idea of a mascot really is like for the fans, and people do love it. Like there are some people that don't, like very, very small amount, but most people really do love it. And I think the Phanatic just has an amazing personality and like just like funness to him, and he can go a little bit over the top, which like we said, we can get him in a little bit of trouble, but at the same time, I think that's what makes him so special and why people love him. But yeah, he was like made in the early 1970s. He was one of the first professional mascots in all of sports. And I think that's just a reason why he's the best. So Phanatic, number one overall.
I remember people really hated his recent costume change. But now, like I was one that was like, I hate this costume change, adding the color on his eyebrow or something. Now it's like, I don't even remember it now. Like I don't even remember what he looked like before. But yeah, Philly Phanatic, that's number one, Paul. Lucky you won the coin toss.
That's what I do, baby.
My number one, I'm sticking with Philadelphia.
Yeah, I knew it.
Philadelphia has the top two mascots in the world, in professional sports, in college sports. My number one is Gritty. The Philadelphia Flyers mascot, the big orange ball of fun. One of my favorite Gritty moments is when he goes streaking during the Winter Classic. He's awesome. I remember when he got introduced to the sports world, it was like a big running meme or joke about how this guy was such a scary figure. Yet after that came out, and there was a lot of negative press about Gritty.
Correct, yeah, for sure.
And he's negative, he's scary, he's going to scare kids. Gritty has climbed that ladder and is atop the mascot world. Gritty number one. He's my favorite.
Gritty's really cool because he's one of the first, there aren't really a lot of teams that don't have a mascot, right, in professional sports. And for him, he was one of the first that really utilized social media and like mainstream marketing now.
I think he was like thrown into that.
Correct. No,
where
exactly.
It was like, okay, Gritty's featured on ESPN and everyone's taking videos of Gritty. So he was like forced into that media marketing.
Well, it became a whole thing where like his social media accounts, everything was going viral and there was like a marketing team behind it. But props to the performer. The performer's amazing. So like,
it's like, Where's Waldo? Didn't they have that sort of like beginning bit where it was like Gritty, like everyone's always trying to find where Gritty is?
It was just, I've seen him. I've taken pictures with him, and
I know him.
I know him. He's great. Gritty's a great guy. But when he's in the crowd and stuff, it's so funny. And what I would like too is another element to him is that he has his bodyguards. So his bodyguards are called the Men in Black, and they wear suits and they have sunglasses on, and that adds a whole nother persona to like who he is. So when he first came out, it became so popular where like he wasn't able to get to his spot or he wouldn't be able to get through the crowd, right? The Phanatic, it's funny because there are people that go with the Phanatic. I actually was the Phanatic's handler a couple years ago. Really, really cool experience. But like the Phanatic was so wild that he just goes. Like if people just like, stop. I want a picture. He just like does his thing. Yeah. He does not care. But with Gritty, he kind of tries to do the same thing, but people were grabbing at him and stuff. So he would have these Men in Black who were just very like stern faces and then would make sure he got through the crowd. But it added to the level of character for Gritty that is so different than the other mascots where they don't have dressed up handlers. Like it's usually just someone, like for me, like I've worked with the NJ Devils.
Just a normal guy.
Well, I'm just in my normal like Jersey Devil stuff and I'm walking with NJ, right, for example. But like if I was in a suit, it changes the whole game. It's like very different.
It adds an extra element of like realism.
For sure.
But the Philly Phanatic, I mean, he gets paid, what, like six figures, right?
It all depends. He should be. I don't know his exact salary, but I'm almost positive
That's crazy that a freaking mascot gets paid six figures.
Well, is
it worth it? I agree.
Yeah, but you got to understand, like, people in normal jobs, for example, right, don't understand what that life is like. Working in sports in general, the hours are insane. And most of the time, those mascots, they're not just mascots. They work with, like, community partners or they're setting up events, right? And the mascot as well is doing a lot of those private events. Like he might get invited to a wedding or a Sweet 16 or a special work party, right? And then those characters are sought after. People will pay for those appearances. Like at my wedding, I know I'm going to want a mascot or two.
Really?
Right? Yeah. I told people that I want every mascot that I've ever been or I've worked with. So if I've worked with the mascot, I want him at my wedding.
Why don't you get the groomsman? Just no.
But all I want it to be, that would be an insane photo, dude. I'd be like, who is this loser, bro? It's just like my best men, like the groom's party is just me, and then I buy suits for all the mascots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'd be a crazy photo. That's a viral photo.
That is a viral photo.
But yeah, I mean, I talked about this idea where the mascots have like 20 minutes, And it would be like during my wedding, during the dance party and stuff, where it's like they're here for half an hour and they come in, they're on the dance floor for 20, 25 minutes and then they leave. And then that's like that. They had their time in the sun.
That's going to be a hefty check though.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I don't know what the private events go for, but if you're going to get
if you get the Philly Phanatic, if you get the big people, then it's super expensive. Yeah.
Is there 2 guys that run the Philly Phanatic or 1?
Sports are all different. It all depends. When I was a kid, I met the Philly Phanatic, but I still think I'm pretty sure he is.
My girlfriend asked me during the game, and I was like, I'm not sure. I think there's at least more than one person.
Most professional mascots are one, and they have a backup, or they have a backup who's also a handler or social media guy or does photos. But usually it's 1 to 2 people, yeah.
All right, you're up. Number 2.
Number 2, I'm picking the best mascot in all of the NBA.
I know he's picking it.
One of my favorite bits he does is with popcorn, which I'm a huge fan of popcorn. This is Benny the Bull. Benny the Bull, dude, is one of the best mascots, especially in the NBA.
He was going to be my next pick.
His social media presence is insane. He's just very on with trends. He's very funny. I love Benny the Bull. Number 2 pick.
Great pick. That was going to be my number 2. Benny the Bull's arguably, well, he is the best mascot.
He's the best mascot in the NBA.
Well, there's another one, but I don't want to go back to back Philly. And you don't like.
I don't like him. I don't think he's that great.
I'm going to go with number 2. Let's go to college football.
Interesting.
Let's go with Donald the Duck, Miami Hurricanes mascot. Love that duck. Just the way he waddles around. Miami, big university, big mascot presence. I remember back in the day, I used to play. I don't know why this just came into my mind, but it's awesome. Back in the day, there was a college football video game. PS3, I think it was. PS2 maybe back then, which college football was one of the best video games ever, but they just stopped making it due to name and likeness. But you used to be able to play a game in college football on PS4 or PS2.
I got to stop you. Can I stop you?
What?
That's not his name.
Donald the Duck?
Donald the Duck is Oregon.
Who's the Miami?
Miami is Ibis. IBIS.
Oh, yeah, Oregon. I don't know why I said Miami.
You're like Miami because they're both Ducks.
Miami Ducks.
The Oregon Ducks?
No, Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah.
They have a duck as their mascot?
They both do, yeah.
Oh, I want Oregon's Duck.
You want the Oregon, yeah.
He's Donald, though, right?
He's Donald Duck.
Okay,
Oregon
so I just said the wrong university.
Duck.
Yeah, so Donald Duck, Oregon's mascot. Back in the day, PlayStation, you could play NCAA football. You were able to play video games, football, against mascots. And it was one of my favorite things to do. Donald, I was running people over with Donald, having the football. Very fun times. Donald Duck of Oregon University, not Miami, my number 2.
All right, that's pretty solid.
Thanks for catching me, Paul.
Yeah, I got
Miami has a duck, but they're the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's a duck.
Do they look similar?
No. They're like, Donald is like very fluffy and like a cute duck. The other guy's like more like.
I got to Google.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I got the right one.
All right. Trying to think here. There's a lot. I could go funny. There's like some really weird ones. I like trying to be. I always like trying to get all the different corners, right? Like I would love one from each major sport and a college one.
Yeah.
You did take the best NHL pick. I'm gonna go. Oh, there's another MLB guy I want. You know what? Let's go. I'm gonna go college. Ryan did college. I'm gonna go college as well. I'm gonna pick the best mascot in all of college, most athletic, craziest stunts. You've probably seen him on social media. This is Cosmo the Cougar.
Cosmo the Cougar,
dude. You gotta watch this.
Is he Washington?
No, this is Brigham. I don't know.
Oh, Brigham Young, BYU.
Yeah, BYU. So BYU.
I've seen him. Yeah,
Cosmo the Cougar. Dude, he does like these insane flips. He's been doing pyramids. He did this thing where he was doing push-ups, but he was like jumping tables. Dude, it's literally insane. I don't even know if it's a student.
I saw that, but it was crazy.
It's insane.
He did like a push-up, but then he would push up to the next level.
He'd push up like 3 feet, yeah.
What's crazy is he like got done doing that bit, and then he like went into the crowd and did like more push-ups. I was like, dude, how are you not gassed from doing that? Like the tryout to become that mascot has to be on another level.
It's one of the most athletic mascots I've ever seen, and in a college atmosphere, it's got to be amazing. So yeah, Cosmo the Cougar, BYU.
Yeah, Oregon Duck. That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, you went BYU, you went college. Let me see who I want to go with. I think I'm going to go to the MLB. I think I'm going to go to the MLB.
There's some good mascots in the MLB. Bigger mascots in the MLB are a lot bigger. I feel like they're fluffy.
Speaking of fluffy, this guy's fluffy.
He's great. I know who
he's cute. He's cuddly. He's in the World Series with the Philly Phanatic. Give me Orbit, who is the Houston Astros mascot. I love Orbit. I was introduced to him during our mascot show back in the day.
Because I told you how great he was.
You told me how great he was. I looked into him. Love that guy. I need a stuffed animal Orbit. I just love him so much. It's a mascot battle there we got in the World Series. Philly Phanatic versus Orbit. Do you think he's going to travel to the... You think they were going to do something together maybe for the World Series?
Nah, they're not. They might do... I wouldn't see it out of the realm of possibilities with them doing something together. The problem is with the MLB... I don't know, but I have a weird feeling that a lot of the guys who are mascots for the MLB are older guys. And I think, at least with the Phanatic, I know at least if it's one or two guys for the Phanatic, they've been there since the original Philly Phanatic. Oh my gosh, I'm losing his name. Dave Raymond. Dave Raymond. I know it's Raymond. So when he left in like 93. It's been the same guy for the Phanatic since 93. So, like, based on social media, like, if you look at the Phanatic social media, it's very bare. Like, it's gorgeous photos of the Phanatic, and that's kind of it. A lot of times there was no caption at all.
That guy's got to stay in shape.
Yeah. They've been doing a lot of collaborations with the Phillies recently with this playoff run, but it's the most activity I've ever seen from the Phanatic, and I don't think it's him. So, those, like, type of social media stuff, I don't really think is with the MLB yet. But, like, the NBA, for example, or the NHL, a lot of those guys who do their social or mascots also do their social media. So then they're like, oh, we're doing meetups or we're doing cool videos together.
Collabs.
Like they're a lot more collab. Like I work at the Devils. They just had Mascot Madness. And it was like NJ had like a bunch of other mascots from teams and they all flew down. They did the whole day. They did like a bunch of activities on the ice and stuff, a lot of social media collabs. So yeah, I don't know if they would, but they would be great.
Do you think there'll ever be a time where mascots talk or have like a device where you could hear them talk?
No, because from a performing perspective, that's a lot of the fun. That makes it anonymous. You don't have the sound. Maybe there would be some. You pick a voice, right, and then it would be.
But you have it comes out as a
voice
different
modulator kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know Disney did experiment with working with Mickey Mouse, for example. Like Mickey, there was a talking Mickey.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a talking Mickey they had for a little bit. I don't know if they took it away. And I don't know if it was because it was expensive to do it or what the logistics were, or if it was more on, I heard this thing where it was like, oh, well, this Mickey talks. Why does this Mickey not talk? Or why does this Mickey not talk? So like you could only find the talking Mickey in Magic Kingdom. So I think that might have been a reason as well. But you should have brought that to other characters. Like that, I think that feature is really cool. But with
all the characters talk besides Pluto.
Correct. Yeah, in real life, right? But there is no Phanatic voice. Like the Phanatic is not a cartoon.
Yeah, I feel like it would just be automatically hated and ruined if they came out with a Phanatic voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a new mascot comes out with a voice.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. Do you like I could say this because I know for a fact that neither of us are going to pick a mascot that's an actual person. Like, what's your feelings on mascots that are actual people? Like, you have West Virginia's mascots, like a mountaineer.
Yeah.
But it's a guy dressed as a mountaineer. You know what I'm saying?
I don't hate it.
Like, you don't hate mascots that actually have, like, their face showing?
No, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Like, I prefer the made-up character that is, like, can be, is like, everlasting, and then can be transferred between people.
Well, you can just keep getting guys that look alike.
No, yeah, but it's still not the same dude. I mean, it is cool for that guy, and the I don't know what the word is. Anonymity, anonymity.
Sure, we'll
yeah, the anonymity.
I just be making up shit.
Sounds wrong.
Anyway.
But the fact that it is anonymous and you don't know who the person under the suit is, it gives a lot of fantasy to the character. It just has a lot more fun, and then the reveal, like, for example, I was a college mascot, which we've talked about here on the show before. And like one of the best parts of that was when I graduated, I got to reveal that I was Rocky for like years.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, this is crazy. You lied to me. Like, it was just a really fun thing. And I got to reveal all my hard work.
It's like being a superhero, like on the wall, like Spider-Man. You can't tell anybody you're Spider-Man.
Yeah. So that's the difference where I don't love the people as much. But
All right, you're number 4.
Number 4, I could go a lot of different routes. There's 2 college mascots I really like on this list. I could go NFL. That would round it out a little bit. There are a few NFL mascots I do really like.
Do you?
There's 2 in particular, 3 in particular.
I don't have any NFL on my list to pick from.
Social media icon. I love him, but I don't. You know what? I don't like him that much, so I'm not gonna go him.
I don't love him that much.
You know, let's go. I know someone you're gonna pick that I want to take it from you. It's not NFL. That's another one.
I don't know.
I want to do round out. You know what? I'm gonna pick a really cool mascot. Really cool design, really cool colors. Newer mascot, not as popular as it's still D1 school, but not huge. I'm gonna go with Nitro from UCF.
That's a good pick.
Nitro is a newer design mascot. I don't know how long he's been around, but I know he's newer. I know his suit's gone through a few different designs. The color is gold, black and gold. He has a sword. It's he's just really cool looking. He's the best night mascot I've ever seen. And I like the colors. I like the coolness. I'm going to go with Nitro.
That's a good pick. I like Nitro. I got 3 that I got to choose between. I'm going to go, I got 2 on my mind that are very nostalgic. When you think mascots, these have been around for a long time. I'll go with do I want to go baseball guy first, or do I want to go college football guy or college first? Let's go with a more iconic mascot, because we're coming up with the top 5. I'm going Mr. Met at number 4. He's a very iconic mascot. Not the fluffiest, but when you think Mets baseball, when you think of baseball mascots, you think of mascots in general, Mr. Met might be on the Mount Rushmore of mascots.
I agree. As a Phillies fan, don't love the Mets. I don't love Mr. Met's design.
Me neither. It's just iconic.
It is iconic. It's a baseball head. You want to be creative, that's not it. So I don't love it, but it is.
I also don't love his character. But at the same time, it's nostalgic.
But I do like that there is Mr. and Mrs. Met.
That's good.
That is different. They're all, I think UCLA also has the 2 bears. So I do like that couple aspect. It is unique to sports and mascotting. But yeah, I'm not a fan of
the Philly Phanatic had, there's a female
Phanatic. He has his mom.
That's his mom?
Yeah, he is a mom.
I just remember, sure?
Yeah, it's his mom. It's the famous, it's his mom.
Well, he has a kid too.
Oh, he does.
There's always a kid Philly Phanatic.
Yeah, but that's a kid he just brings up or whatever.
Whatever.
All right, last one for me. Go a lot of different directions. I'm not gonna go college because I already got 2 college. So sorry, this guy. He's really good. I'll tell you afterwards. NBA. Could I go another NBA? There's one guy, but then I'm also looking at looks because there's another guy that looks very similar to Phanatic that I don't want to take, but is very athletic. He's really good. You can go cute and cuddly with someone. I know you're
Paul's just picking athletic guys. You're not making a starting lineup here.
I ain't picking it.
Who am I going to have at center? Philly Phanatic at center. We got Washington guy.
Phanatic would wreck people.
We got BYU's mascot. He's playing point guard.
You know what? I'm gonna go NHL. Round out this lineup, and I'm gonna go.
Don't be a homer.
Hit it.
You being a homer?
No. I'm gonna.
He's not even gonna pick the mascot he worked for.
No, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go NHL.
He wasn't going to. Now
no, I was.
If I didn't say anything, he was not going.
No, I literally had it because I had it. I'm like, yeah, do I do it? I round out the lineup. NHL, going for the organization I work for. We're gonna pick NJ from the New Jersey Devils. NJ's a classic mascot. It's been around for a very, very long time. He's definitely one of the best NHL mascots. Definitely in the top 3, I think.
Good correlation. Jersey Devils.
Correct.
He's a devil. When you think of New Jersey,
his name's NJ. That's cool. Cool name. NJ.
It's just the state.
PJ. CJ.
EJ.
No, you could do anything, right? It's like people like, oh, I'm Paul James. I could be PJ. This guy's NJ. People call people DJ. Dustin Johnson.
All right,
DJ. This guy's NJ.
You're done.
That's a classic lineup right there.
All right, my number 5. I want to go this mascot, but I know I shouldn't because it's a personal preference. I should go with what the strategy of this draft is supposed to be, is to make the best top 5. And I know if I add Franklin in there, it's not going to be a great top 5. But Franklin, the Sixers mascot, deserves all the respect. He's on the come up. He's a newer mascot. But I'm going number 5, Sparty, Michigan State mascot.
That's a good one.
Once again, a very nostalgic mascot. It's been around for a long time. Giant head. Has a ginormous head.
He's got big muscles.
He's huge.
He's a huge mascot for sure.
So like when Jimmy Fallon has like mascots on, he's
love
always
that, yeah.
there. It's always like him, the devil, and then like the Tar Heel.
He picks up because Jimmy usually has the ACC or the.
Well, usually they have like a tournament at Madison Square Garden, and I guess whatever team's in town, they'll just run over and do something with him.
They had like the Duke Devil, and they had like they picked a lot of like ACC teams.
But there we go. We got that number 5. Sparty, Michigan State. All right, Paul.
Let's run through the lineup. Number 5, I got NJ from the New Jersey Devils. Going Nitro from UCF. Got Cosmo the Cougar. Super athletic. BYU. Amazing mascot. Check him out. Benny the Bull. Best mascot in the NBA by far. Best bit I've ever seen with the popcorn. Watch it if you haven't. And best mascot of all time in all sports. Rounding it out. Number 1, the Philadelphia Phanatic.
Well, you got lucky with the first pick, because if I got first pick, it would have been Phanatic Benny the Bull. Like, that was always going to be 1-2 regardless.
I was going to pick, if I didn't get the Phanatic, I'd pick Benny. You were not going to get both of them. Well,
no, I'm saying like whoever had first pick was going to end up with Philly Phanatic Benny, because it was always going to go Philly Phanatic Gritty.
Yeah. I wouldn't have. Maybe.
You would have went Benny before Gritty?
Well, I probably wouldn't have wanted you to take both, and I knew you probably would have wanted Gritty and the Phanatic. They are really good mascots. Philly's got good mascots here. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, my top 5. Number 5, Sparty, Michigan State classic mascot, giant head. Let's not get that wrong. He giant head. Number 4, nostalgia, been around for a long time. Mr. Met,
giant head,
baseball head, giant head. Number 3, we got Orbit from the Houston Astros. Hate the Houston Astros. Love my man Orbit. Giant head. Big head. A lot of these guys have big heads. Number 2, we got Donald the Duck from Oregon. I made the mistake earlier, said Miami. I'm sorry for that, Donald. But Donald Duck, Oregon, number 2. Number 1, the best mascot in the NHL. The one who continues to rise the mascot charts. The big orange fluffy guy, Gritty. Number 1.
All right, pretty solid line.
Philadelphia's showing out on the mascot list.
Very, very true.
Who are we missing in Philadelphia? Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin from the Sixers.
Honorable mention.
He's okay. Swoop from the Eagles. He's nothing special. And then there's a few others. There's like Fang. He's from the Union.
Do we not have any NFL mascots?
I didn't take any. So the ones I was gonna take, I could talk to you a little bit about. Blue from the Colts.
I like him.
He's a
That's
horse.
a good NFL.
He's got a really good TikTok following. He does like the pie bit. It's a little overdone, Blue, but yeah, he does.
I like him.
Then you also have Casey Wolf. He's from Kansas City. He's like the guy with the big pants and he has like the belly.
I'm not. I don't.
Yeah, he's from the Chiefs. He's pretty good. I also had Freddie Falcon on here from the Falcons.
What about the Broncos? Doesn't they have like a big?
Yeah, I forget what his name is. I don't love him. I also like the guy from San Francisco.
Oh, that's an actual guy though, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, but it's like a guy. He's like a miner. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, it's a miner, but he's not. Oh, he's in a costume. It's a costume
a person,
face.
It's a person costume. Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah. So and then
you know what NBA mascot I hate? The gorilla.
From the Suns?
The Suns?
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
I like him. I had him on the list. I thought you were going to go with Clutch from the Rockets.
Oh, he was on my list too. I have him circled. Clutch.
He's a bear. He's like a teddy bear.
Shit, I had him circled. I should have took him. Clutch is one of my favorites.
Now, have you ever heard of the Stanford tree?
Stanford tree?
Yeah.
No.
So the Stanford tree is a really interesting mascot. It's a tree. It makes no sense. But it's like super ugly. Every year it changes. So it's like whoever's the tree like designs the tree. Check it out. It's really, really interesting and cool. But it's like a person. Like everyone knows who the tree is, and he's like this ugly tree. Stanford tree.
Dude, I'm sad. I have literally Clutch circled, and he didn't make my top 5.
Well, you didn't make it. I'm sorry, Clutch. But that was our mascot draft. Let us know if you want to keep seeing these drafts. We like doing them, so let us know if
I'm
people
sorry,
like them.
Clutch. You did not deserve that. You and Franklin deserve to be on a top 5 list.
Our next segment, would you rather questions. So we're, this is standard. We always do this kind of thing. So would you rather dine alone or watch a good movie by yourself? So it's basically eat by yourself, go to the movies by yourself.
I was, one thing when I went to college, I was always scared of eating by myself. But as I continued to go to the dining hall by myself, I actually learned to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I actually like eating by myself. I actually almost despise eating with other people.
It was interesting because with college, I always, most of the time I ate by myself.
Well, you felt like a loser in the beginning. You're like, I don't have any friends. I'm eating by myself. This might feel a little weird. But then I learned to like it.
It's like the alone time. It's just nice. And then, if you're an iPad kid.
But then again, I do like watching movies by myself.
Yeah.
But I also like to talk about the movie after. So if I'm watching it by myself,
agree. Yeah.
The only way I can actually cope with that is to actually like tweet, I guess, or make a video. So I'll say dine because I do like to talk and get other people's reactions and feelings towards that same movie.
I do both a lot. Not gonna lie. Everyone,
You're just a loner.
No, because everyone always talks. It's like, oh, I'm so scared to like eat by myself. I'm like, what do you do half the time? Like you're eating with someone every meal. That's ridiculous.
There's people like that though, where they can't go eat or eat anything without someone.
Yeah,
they have
grow
to
up.
have someone.
Okay, grow up. But yeah, I'll go choose movie by myself. I think it's a really nice, relaxing time. I love going to the theater by myself, just like escape. Use a movie as an escape. I just did it with Black Adam. Go check out Black Adam.
What's the premise of that movie? It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right?
Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson plays Black Adam, DC superhero film. If you've seen Shazam, it's come from the same like magic power set of the Shazam, like wizards. So he gets his powers through magic. It's really interesting. He's kind of like an anti-hero.
I hate Shazam. Isn't that the show?
Yeah, but it's very different. It's just the same source of power and energy.
Oh.
So the people who gave Shazam his powers gave Black Adam his powers, but he's like a darker hero. He doesn't really like anybody. He's like the protector of a made up civilization. I not gonna lie, there were a lot of similarities between this film and Black Panther, but like Black Panther was like a kingdom it was like a castle on a hill. It was like this thriving civilization where, for example, this one was this made up city who was like desolate, overran, was occupied by like an outside force, and then this was their champion, like their hero, and he was gone for 5,000 years, and then he came back.
5,000 years.
Yeah. So
I hate how Dwayne The Rock Johnson always finds a way into the episode. Recently.
What do you mean?
Isn't he in the movie?
Oh yeah. Oh, we just always talk about him.
He just comes up in the last like 5 episodes.
Well, do you want some real quick, a little off topic? Mr. Beast has been doing this whole thing with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Did you see this? So
workout challenge?
No, he's been working out, but he did this thing with The Rock where he challenged him to rock, paper, scissors, and it was for $100,000.
What?
So he was running. Mr. Beast is clearly a very good content creator, right? Well, he's been trying to grow his TikTok, and what he did with TikTok was with this like The Rock thing. He was making it like episodes where each day he would release an episode. And it was like, all right, 5 days till I play the rocket in rock, paper, scissors, 4 days. And he would do all these different videos. And then the video of him like actually playing Dwayne The Rock Johnson was like mega viral.
I bet you Dwayne went with Rock.
So that's the whole point.
That's the angle.
That was the joke, right? He didn't go with Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson won. And it was like $100,000. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
That just shows us understanding like the buildup of something, right?
Yeah.
That was very off topic. Next one, Paul. Would you rather live by Hakuna Matata or YOLO? Now, what's the difference? Like, what is the difference between YOLO and Hakuna Matata?
Hakuna Matata, no worries.
No worries.
For the rest of our days.
Okay.
So just no worries. Living life, I guess, just more free.
Okay,
but
YOLO.
Then YOLO is you only live once, balls to the wall type energy.
The same thing.
No, it's
so
different.
Is YOLO just you're living more
recklessly? Yeah, I would agree. That's kind of how I see it.
And Hakuna Matata is
just like no worries, just relax, lean back, relax, take it easy. YOLO's like, let's do it, let's get up.
So Hakuna Matata is like, all right, let's go to like a rancher, let's go live life happy, but safe.
Relaxed. Yeah.
YOLO's like, let's jump out of a fucking plane right now.
Yeah, I'm YOLO, baby.
Chug Red Bull.
Oh, dude, literally just named me. Chugging Red Bull, jumping out of planes.
Eating Tootsie Rolls.
Eating nacho fries, baby.
Yeah.
From Taco Bell.
I don't know, because in the beginning, I would say like a couple years ago when Ryan was 21, 22, would say, hey, let's live the YOLO lifestyle. But I think I'm starting to evolve and mature into Hakuna Matata.
Ryan's like, I want my blanket on the couch and I want to watch a movie by the fire.
Yeah. I think I'm transitioning into the Hakuna Matata realm of my life.
Okay, different ways to live your life to the fullest here.
All right, go ahead, Paul.
Would you rather...
You didn't like that one? You just changed it.
I don't know.
Paul read it. Was like, would you rather stop do that?
Okay, this is a good one. I always love this conversation. Would you rather have more money or more time? Super easy answer for me.
Easy answer for me. More time.
More time.
Time's the most valuable thing that we have.
Very true.
You know what I hate, Paul? Like, I don't want to spit like words
What,
of wisdom
Ryan?
here.
What do you hate, Ryan?
Or motivation. I hate that the best cure to things, like when shit's not going right in your life or something hurt you in life, the best cure to that is time. But time is the most valuable thing. So there's no giveaway to beat that. Don't you agree?
Yeah. That's
just life.
Yeah, the best cure is just time. Like if you got broken heart, great example, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what cures a broken heart? Literally nothing but time. You gotta, time goes by, you learn to live life and you learn to get over it. That's pretty much about it. I would absolutely like more time in my life. I think learning more valuable skills, talking to more people, living more life experiences.
You know what I also hate?
Yeah.
I hate that we don't really consciously know that we're alive until we're like 5 years old.
No, 3. Your first memory doesn't form until after 3 years.
Like, if that's bizarre to
so
me.
what? I wasted
That's
3 years.
wasted time. Like, that's so weird.
It is weird to think about, for sure.
Okay, we're not gonna go down the road. All right, switching things up. Would you rather your only mode of transportation be a donkey or a giraffe?
I'm telling you that one sounds way cooler than the other.
Giraffe.
If I was pulling up to places with a giraffe, I'd be the talk of the town.
If you pull up in a donkey, they'd be like, "Who's this jackass?
Who's this asshole?"
No pun intended.
Yeah. I do like the giraffe stuff.
Yeah, but if you fall off a giraffe, you could probably snap your neck.
It is a little taller for sure. You gotta be careful when you're up there.
How do you feel about? We're just going off the rails. How do you feel about safari rides?
I like safaris.
Do you think people should be allowed to feed the animals? Yeah. Like where they just feed giraffes, but they tell you not to.
Yeah, no. A lot of the giraffe stuff, when you're feeding giraffes, you pay and then they give you.
That's true. I'm thinking more of like an ostrich. Like an ostrich.
The ostriches are scary as hell.
They're just They're top 3. They're probably top 5 scariest animals.
They can run up to like 60 miles an hour. Ostriches can book it.
How would we rank our top 5 scariest animals?
Hippos. Horrifying.
Hippo, when they be chomping on those watermelons.
Dude, friggin' sit on you, murder you.
All right, let's just try to brainstorm top 5 real quick.
Sharks, really good. No, not gonna lie though, I do want a shark dive. I do want to be in a cage.
How do they know an area is good for shark diving?
They know where sharks are. They drop the cage.
No.
What do you mean? What? Where do they know where the sharks are?
Where
they look?
Where do they know where they can dive with sharks, but they know that those specific sharks will not chop your arm off?
No, they know all the sharks. They put there's a difference between swimming with sharks and shark diving. Swimming with sharks is when you swim with smaller, friendlier sharks.
Yeah, but how do you know that they're friendly sharks?
Because they're different types of sharks. Okay, they're not all great white sharks. So there's sharks, swimming with sharks, or the shark diving.
You want to do the shark cage?
I want to do the shark diving, where they put you in a cage, and then you're surrounded by sharks, and they throw meat and chum in the water, and the sharks attack the cage.
Yeah, but the problem is I feel like those gaps in the cage are a little too big. We gotta bring them down.
No, because you're dealing with big sharks. You're not dealing with little sharks.
But I'm saying that I've seen people go shark diving without a cage. Sharks are swimming around them, and they're just there with them.
But they don't have the
It's like you're swimming with dolphins, but they're fucking sharks.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah, but how do you know that they're friendly sharks?
Because sharks don't have a need to eat humans. They don't. There's no main purpose for them to attack a human. unless you give them a reason. Like if you try to fight them, or you
or you throw square off with a shark,
or you throw food at them. Like there's no reason.
Who the hell is trying to fight a shark?
People fight everything.
Isn't there like a statistic out there that's like it's more likely to be killed by a vending machine than a shark?
Yeah, sharks, you're not likely to be killed by a shark. They're just not there to attack you. That's not their purpose.
All right, guess what I'm.
They have no beef with you unless you throw beef at them.
Hippos are scary.
Yeah, hippos are scary, bro.
Sharks makes the top 5. Ostrich, squirrels.
Dude, squirrels are not on that list.
Yeah, they're on the list.
You
They're
just
on
have
the
an
list.
issue.
No, they're on my list. We need one more. Jaguars, bears.
I saw a bear the other day.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so I was driving.
Where?
In North Jersey. I was driving. There's like these mountains, and I'm going through the mountains or whatever. And it's super late at night. It's probably like 1:30 in the morning.
Jersey?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's in Kinnelon. Drive. I'm like up these mountains. I feel like I'm in like upstate New York, whatever. And I have my high beams on, and I see this black like little thing in my
rear view?
No, my
Dashboard.
yeah, whatever,
Play
right?
fucking charades.
But I'm driving, and then I see this little like black square, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And then I slow down, and it's a black bear
In the middle of the road?
middle of the street. Yeah.
Holy shit. I've Googled like ways to survive a bear attack just in case. Like I know brown bears are supposed to play dead or black bears are supposed to act really big to them.
I can still fight
It's
a bear.
like either or, but they're different ways to approach a bear attack.
I hate to say this, but also bears don't attack people like, you think they do. They're not like sharks. Because I went to
They're just fucking
you
Robert Irwin.
No, seriously, they don't fucking attack you. They're I forget who it was, but when I was in Montana, one of the rangers there said, we give out bear spray to everybody, but in the last 5 years, guess how many bear encounters we've had? More than he can count. Guess how many times we've had to use bear spray? None. Once
Again, I'm going to live that Hakuna Matata lifestyle and not put myself in that situation. All right, last one, Paul. Would you rather be a clown who distracts the bull or the cowboy who rides the bull? Now, I know, but I know that you want to do the famous bull run in Spain.
I do want to do running with the bulls.
Why do you want to do that? I think this guy just wants to die. He wants to swim with sharks, and he wants to do the bull run.
I do also want to be in a cage with a lion. Have you ever seen that?
I don't even know what that means. You want to be in a cage with the lion?
No, you're in the cage, and then they let the lion loose. They let the lion.
What are you talking about? I want to be put in the zoo and then just unlock all the doors and see what happens.
Didn't he also want to get shot with a bulletproof vest on?
I do want to get shot.
This guy live life to the fullest.
I do.
Have I told you the
Can
story?
we just start making we should start just making a series and just be like Paul doing dumb shit.
Have I told you a story of when I told my dad about that in McDonald's and a guy next to me was like, "That guy's fucking insane."
He's true.
I do want to get shot.
Great episode. I'll see you next week. Paul's not going to be here next week.
I do want to get shot.
Why do you want to get shot?
I want to get tased. You want to get tased?
All right, we should do it on the show.
Oh, literally. You know the Try Guys?
We'll tase you into a shark tank, and then as you go down, you go into the shark.
I wonder, the Try Guys have definitely done.
Who's
a
the
bunch
Try
of stuff.
Guys?
Do you know the Try Guys, Drew?
I know who the Try Guys are.
I
have not seen that.
What do you think they do, right? They try new stuff. Like they'll be like, "Oh, I tried everything on the KFC menu," and then they do the
All
whole
right, I
menu.
could do that. I could try that. But I'm not going to try swimming with sharks. Whatever this idea of like, I know you want to really go full in on this Life's a Party YouTube idea, count me out.
So
I'll
here-
sit
I
right
mean,
here on this
I
mic.
fully support, going swimming with sharks. I don't know about the lion stuff or getting shot, but taste, yeah, sure. Fuck
Okay,
it,
here's
why
the
not?
thing. We're gonna end the show like this. I have ideas for the podcast, to move to YouTube a little bit, do series, and I think Ryan and I are really good with competition, right? Like our first video we did, it's gonna come out hopefully in the spring. It's a competition between the two of us. I want to start doing more of those videos, but we got to start having some stakes. And it would be like loser gets put in a cage with the lion.
12-ounce steaks.
Loser gets tased.
So like Impractical Jokers on meth.
Yeah, right. But the thing is, I'll do it, but I need to make sure he's in that. If he loses, he's getting tased.
I'll do pretty much anything for views, probably.
So would you get tased?
I'm not going to a fucking lion's cage.
Well, but
would you do it for views?
Where do I get tased? In the back?
Well, we'll
On
do
your
it.
ass.
Yeah, we'll do
On
it.
my ass. I
Where?
don't know.
I don't
Like,
know.
Getting
We'll go to a
shocked
place.
is
We'll go to a
not
place.
bad. It hurts for like a second, and then it's okay.
Oh hell! What the
All right,
fuck?
we'll all get tased. Drew's in here too.
Fuck it.
I
Why
don't
not?
think that does numbers.
That's
Why
why-
getting tased? You can watch fucking live PD or cops and see someone get tased for free.
That's
Okay,
Life's a
so
Party,
then-
ladies and
okay, so
gentlemen.
then we need to
We're having
wrap it
A
up.
great show here. And just to let you know,
Are
there's
we?
a lot down the pipeline for Life's a
No,
Party.
there's not,
We're going to
actually.
talk more. We'll see you in the next one. As always, music, take us out.
No, take me out of here. I'm out. Later.
Peace.
So-
Getting tased.
No.
Tased.